So just want to shoot a quick video here. Here's an intake here for you guys with the 440s, 044s, whatnot. Any old school, this will fit on their aluminum intake. You can make a gasket. I actually just use a little bit of grease and kind of go like that with my finger. When you tighten it up, there ain't nothing getting in there. This is for any of the modern saws that feature this air horn. This piece goes on the air horn. I usually just glue it in there. I'm just showing you. I include the air horn with it, with this, and you can glue this onto here, and then this whole unit just gets replaced. So if you want to use the stock filter, you just run the stock filter, and then if you want to take it out, take the stock stuff off, and then you just, obviously this would be attached. You can glue it or whatever, and then this just installs right in there, and you put your whatever filter you want to put on there. Green weenie, K&N. I really like the K&Ns for a couple reasons with the outerwears, but with these you pretty much can't run the cover. I mean, I could have K&N make a filter for this. They'll design whatever you want, but again, it's going to be costly. But I mean, if something like this catches on, and a lot of guys run these, we could actually have K&N filter with outerwears that would fit under the stock cover. For me, I just run this, and on some of my saws I was trying out, I just, cut it out roughly or whatever, just to make sure it works. You could probably get a hole saw and cut the back of your cover real nice and neat and just fit this on there. But this is a little bit more, because especially for like a 462, this is for a 462, because I pretty much have to machine it out of this whole solid block here. This is the blank for the other intake. So I'm machining them out of billet aluminum. It's 6061. And I'll tell you what, the price of aluminum, my lord, I almost had a heart attack when I went there. It's pretty much doubled. But yeah, that's pretty much what you get here, folks. It's a nice trick setup. It'll definitely add some performance to your saw. Let your saw breathe a little better. And in my opinion, with the K&N and outerwears, you're just not going to get any debris in your intake. Whereas a stock filter, you're going to have to do the drop swap dance, knock it out. And every time you take the filter off, there's a chance of getting crap in there. And then, the filters, after a while, especially if you're doing a lot of cutting, they plug up, and then you clean them, but then eventually they got to be replaced. I've got 100 tanks of fuel on some of these K&Ns with the outerwears on there, and they're still good. So I would say it's even better than, and as much as I like the Max Flow, I get maybe 25, 30 tanks out of a Max Flow before I have to change it, which is no big deal too. I mean, you can just buy an extra filter, have it oiled in a bag, and swap it. I mean, I'm nothing against the Max Flow, but I think this works just as well. I think it gives you a little bit more performance than the Max Flow. So, all right, kids.